So this will help you to know the elements you belong to, especially those that are air elements. So by the grace of God, if you take note of this, if you pray the kind of prayer or do your spiritual work, I will favor the kind of elements you belong to. You see it working very fast. So I've discussed in the past that the certain elements you belong to also have a way of making spiritual work to work for you. In case you are new here for the first time, you are so welcome. Consider subscribing if you love spiritual tips. Turn on the bell so that whenever I upload videos, you get notified and come and watch. So like I always say, I don't do spiritual work for people. I don't also give phone numbers. I don't give any form of contact concerning spiritual work. So anybody claiming to be Pamas TV, saying to pay money to do spiritual work for you or sell spiritual items, just know that I'm not the one. Do not be scammed. So air element people, they are thinkers. They think so fast. They are communicators. If you are the type that always think fast, ahead of people, just know that you are likely to belong to air element. Please just continue watching, because there are many things or signs that will make you know that you belong to air element. It's not as if other elements like water elements, land elements, fire element does not think. They actually think, of course, but if you check all these things I'm going to list, you always do that, then you know that you belong to air element. And I'm going to tell you what to do to make it manifest. Okay, I'm also going to tell you the things that you do which can be a mistake, which may not be working for you, and how to do it so that it will start working for you. All right, so air element people, they are thinkers. They think so fast. They think ahead. They are communicators. They communicate easily. They are doers. They don't feel shy to embark on a task. They love to take a huge task. They are also undertakers. If they see any project, even if they feel that they cannot do it, but they just want to embark in it, they hardly quit. Even if they make mistake, they hardly quit. If they fall, they always stand up easily. When one is failing, they try to open another thing to start rising up again. They are always on a speed, just like air, just like breeze. They are achievers. That is just natural in them. They make decisions easily, but sometimes it puts them in problem. It puts them in trouble. They are always fast to make hasty decisions. But the most surprising thing is that they don't quit. Even if they make huge mistakes that even some people, they quit. Them, they don't quit. Except they don't have that financial capability to rise up again. Except somebody call them short, like stop them along the way. Maybe enemies or evil ones stop them. So this kind of people, if they go to someone, if they meet someone that have spiritual eyes, if that person that has spiritual eyes, okay, is an evil person, the person will see that their destiny, that their fast rising destiny, and may decide to do something bad. I'm going to tell you what to do so that you can sustain this and to make you go forward without stopping. These people, they easily move on with life. They don't fear for heartbreak. Even if they get heartbreak, okay, from relationship, from anywhere, maybe they get disappointed, they hardly quit. They will just rise up again. They will just move on easily, even if it's very painful. You hardly see them being so emotional. Like, they easily move on with life so easily with another person. So that is the kind of person they are. But not everybody anyway. There are some people that possesses two elements. Some people, they have two elements in them. Okay, some people, they belong to water element and air element at the same time, while some people, they belong to air and land element, mixture. Some people just one. So for those that are air elements, there are some spiritual work that will not work for you, while there are some spiritual work that will work for you, just like I discussed with those that belong to water elements. So spiritual work that concerns blowing something into the air, the one I discussed one time I've shared something like that, praying with a particular natural ingredients, something that has a way of bringing luck or bringing any good thing or sending your prayer to the universe. Just place it on the palm like this, blow it into the air. So if you want to know about the video, just check through my videos. I've discussed about some spiritual work to do that you need to blow into the universe, into the air. This kind of work favors them. So firework also favors them. Firework like burning an incense, burning candlelight during prayers, anything that sends your prayer to the air, to the universe, it favors them as well. But the most important one that works mostly is sending your prayers to the air. So even if you belong to this particular element or any other element, without your faith, it may not work. Even if you possess it in you, evil ones can stop it. So that is why you always need to pray for your destiny to manifest, so that nobody will hold your destiny or stop you. Also, water work done where water is flowing, not a stagnant water. You know, when a river is flowing, you see that the water is moving, flowing, movement of water. They do work around that place, it favors them. Water work favors them on where that is not stagnant, not a stagnant water. Like people that belong to water element, even if they do a work, throw it in the water, throw it in the sink in their house, even if it's a stagnant place, it will favor them because they already belong to water element. But these particular people, air element, they must do it on a flowing river that is moving smoothly. Or if they do it in their house, they should make sure they flush it immediately. Anything that is moving on a speed, it favors them. Earth work, like using sand to do spiritual work, does not really favor them. People that belong to land element, there are so many things that favors them. Almost everything, because they are on the land, nothing fears them. So I don't want to discuss about that. That will be my next time. Okay, so these people that belongs to air elements, using sand to pray does not really favors them. Using sand to do spiritual work does not really favors them most. So that is why I always say in my videos, not every spiritual work that will work for you because of the kind of elements you belong to. But if you belong to air element and at the same time belong to land element, good for you. So you have to take note of this. Avoid making hasty decision. If you are the type that you belong to air element, it's not your fault anyway, because that is the kind of personality you possess. It's just there, it's just natural. But you have to pray towards not making mistake, not making hasty decision that will land you to problem, that will make you to get disappointed. Even if you believe that you can move on with life no matter what, no problem, but make sure you avoid those things. Moving from one relationship to another, it gets angry and they move to another relationship. Before you know it, this one is gone, they move to another one. They make terrible mistakes. How to stop it is to pray towards that. Pray that God Almighty should make you to slow down sometime. You know, that desire to move on a speed, that God should prevent you from making terrible mistakes. Also pray for divine speed. If you see yourself slowing, you are always used to being on a speed, you're always succeeding. All of a sudden things are no longer moving for you. Pray that God should revive it back to make that speed to continue. So always pray not to make mistakes. If you know that you belong to this particular element, please pray towards that. Pray to God Almighty to open your eyes and open your ears, your spiritual ears and eyes, so that you will know the kind of spiritual work to do. So if you have been following me, you see some kind of spiritual work, like spiritual tips I share, you know the one that you can be able to do. By these tips I just shared with you, you can know the kind of spiritual work that will favor you. So by the grace of God, if you try all this, check it out and just make sure you pray with that season. Make sure whenever you are making mistakes, slow down a little. Okay, it's going to help you greatly. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, share this video to everyone. Remain blessed as always. I will see you in my next video.